Welcome back to Surviving Solo. Today we are going into the pit. So, finally got it dug down to... Ow. Yep, well done me. So, as I was saying, I finally got it dug down to the level it needs to be. So, been dug down to 0. Pick up my effects. Oh, it really did go everywhere. Yeah, so got it dug down to Y level 0, which is that everything? There we go. There's at least one more stack. Is that... No? Ah, there. That is the most levels I've gotten back after going splat. Also, I think the first time I've gone splat in here. Huh. So yeah. Now that the little hole is now dug, it's time to actually move on to building. So, I don't know how many people have watched the World Tour episode where I did explain sort of what was going to be done, but I'm coming over here to do this. There'll be a layer of black wool, candles / lanterns, tinted glass, candles, lanterns, tinted glass, candles, tinted glass, and that'll just go all the way around. I've decided to add this little tower obelisk that'll go up to however far between everything. So yeah, there'll be glass in these spots, just a clear layer of glass to show off the caves and the ravine. I'll probably put a temporary layer of glass over the top to deal with the snow. Yeah, a lot of it's just going to be placing wool. The wool will probably go up to, well, up the sides to there maybe, unless they dig out another layer of the wall and put it in there. But yeah, it'll come up there, then everything will go around, because, well, instead of, just digging out the, not stone and putting stone in its place to the back of the wall, I'm considering using tuff for at least some of it, and then whatever else I use up the rest of the way. So, yeah, having the black wool up, like that, shouldn't be too odd with the walls coming down. And there is a number of foxes just hanging around. Really is a long way up when you stand at the bottom and look up. Well, that took less wool than I thought it would. Of course, there's still little bits to do. Yeah, around the sides, but yeah, that's when I'll have to replace these measuring lines later on, but that is most of the woolen. And it took less than a double chest, which I was not expecting. Yeah. Have to fill that in once move them and their contents elsewhere. Yeah. Still have a lot of wool left. So I suppose now that most of the wool that needs to be placed is done, yeah, ignoring the stuff around the sides, I suppose I should place some glass in. Now, the glass is just to seal off the caves for safety. Well, I will move that later. Yeah. Sort of just closing them off for close them off so that you can still see into the cave, but so that nothing that spawns in the cave can get out of the cave. And of course, putting glass in the ravine is going to be an interesting task. I forget the glow squids spawn in here. Yep. And yeah, there will be, wall out one block, but you won't be covering over the glass. And if I don't like how it looks when I'm done, I can always change it later on. Yeah, joys of a sandbox game. suppose that one's covered by vines, but yeah, that's the sort of what it'll be. Just in all of the caves. It's always so strange when the sky looks like that. And that's why I want to keep them open, because you occasionally get sights like that, which are kind of cool. I suppose I'll put glass in the smaller ones, then come back when it's time to put glass in that one. Okay. Maybe fourth time's the charm. This is my fourth attempt of recording this clip. So, glass is in for the caves, including that one up there. I'm now putting glass in to the ravine. There we go. Now I remember the word. The ravine. So yeah, that'll go all the way up. I might remove that dirt up there, considering it was just dirt that I placed. And I'll probably, do the temporary snow roof glass. Before I get too far into the other building in here. Just because, clearing this up constantly is a task that I don't need to do if I just cover up the top with glass. Yeah, I may be bringing either Ghosty or Ghasty over to help with putting the glass in here. Might even move both of them over here, given that they're not exactly doing much over at the Iron Hall. Yeah, just because it's not exactly safe if you fall from that one, as was seen when I fell from there. I only fell to there. It goes down a lot further. See, that's kind of the next step. Probably putting the wool around as well. Yeah, that little patch is open still just because that's got, the geode and, fox. The zombies down in there. Yeah. Glass. I have a lot of glass to put in. I say I'm going to work on the roof first, but I have a feeling I'm just going to be doing that first. And probably will never get to doing the roof until it's actually built. See when we get to it. At least it's easy to spot the massive hole in the ground. Where to kind of keep you to? Kind of want to see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm going to go back to doing that one. Down we go. Can't exactly see much. You're still on your way. You dock these two on the ground, tie one of them to the ground. Okay. Successfully gotten one of you to the ground. Come here. There we go. You can kind of hang out down here. And Ghosty, you get to come up here with me. Not quite sure whether I want you to follow the terrain to a degree. Or just kind of pick a point down there and just go across. There's potential I do some training, I'll go up. I'll go up. I'll go over here. Come on, Ghosty. Ooh. There or there? Honestly, I'll go there. Need to sort of one block lower. Artificial terrain. I don't need to do it this way. I am planning on potentially doing a fair bit of terraforming upwards. Maybe. As well as that coming up a fair way. I'm going to put in too much effort for something that I'm only going to remove later, but anyway. I will say, the happy ghast do make life easier when doing this. So yeah, I've done some of the roof now. Yeah, the bits where the terrain is a bit more dramatic. Yeah, we'll grab that later. Now, climbing up this vine was a bit of a mistake. Yeah, I survived. It just hurt a bit. Yeah, decided it would be a safer choice to take the ghast up. And yeah, that's what it looks like from up here. Of course, there's still a good chunk of glass to go in. But yeah, it's got a good amount of progress on it. So yeah, the roof is in. So yeah, finished up the roof. So I just have to fill that one in. Be using the ghasties to do that. Yeah. Fill this in. I'll probably do the wool and maybe some of that between episodes. Yeah, we'll see. See what we get to. See what we get to. So yeah, that will probably be it for this episode. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.